You're watching the news here on Mirror Now. I'm Amita Balachandra. Let's take a look at the top headlines. Politicians in Mumbai will now be entitled to special healthcare. BMC sends out a list of 40 VVIPs who will receive preferential treatment in government hospitals.
The monsoons and with this ongoing metro work, obviously this monsoon is going to be a little bad as compared to, or a little worse as compared to the previous years.
Mumbaikars, brace yourself for another year of monsoon pain. That's not our prediction. This comes straight from the joint CP of traffic in Mumbai in an exclusive conversation with Mirror Now. Shiv Sena Chief Uddhav Thackeray confident of getting Mumbai rain ready before the 31st of May this year. Government's plan to redevelop Mumbai's century-old BDD Chawl hits another roadblock. Residents allege government did not share plans with them. And a big revelation in Sonika Chauhan death case. Actor Vikram Chatterjee finally admits to being drunk on the night of the accident. And for Justin Bieber fans, all roads lead to Navi Mumbai today. In just a couple of hours, pop sensation Justin Bieber will perform in front of his Indian fans. Straight up to our top story, big revelation in model Sonika Chauhan death case during police investigations. Actor Vikram Chatterjee has finally admitted that he was drunk when driving that fateful night. On the April 29th, TV host and actress Sonika Chauhan was killed while actor Vikram Chatterjee was injured in a car accident. In fact, Tamal, who's been tracking this case, joins us on the phone line. More details. Tamal, a huge breakthrough in the case. Well, at this point in time, we know, of course, that Vikram Chatterjee has finally come out and said that he was, in fact, drunk on the night of the fatal accident. Remember, he's also said, however, that he was not overspeeding, that he was in control and sober, but he had a couple of drinks. After Times Network accessed a video of him with a drink in his hand. Of course, big revelation coming in the model Sonika Chauhan death case. During police investigations, the actor has finally admitted that he was drunk while driving on that fateful night. Now, just for viewers who've just tuned in, on the April 29th, of course, TV host and actress Sonika Chauhan was killed while actor Vikram Chatterjee was injured in a car accident. Now, a number of times Vikram Chatterjee, who is out on bail, had said earlier, of course, that he was not drunk, he was not overspeeding on that fateful night. But right now, he's made a big revelation, saying that he had a couple of drinks, and the video that you see on your screen show Vikram Chatterjee with a drink in his hand that was accessed by the Times Network. He, however, has told the police that he was sober on that night of 29th of April when Sonika Chauhan, of course, died in a fatal accident. Of course, a big revelation coming. We'll get you more details on that story as and when it progresses, of course. Now, moving on to another piece of news from the city of Bengaluru. Now, revival of Bellandur will not be completed on time as the deadline given by the National Green Tribunal for the lake's revival comes closer. The State Urban Development Department has observed that officials will be filing an affidavit seeking more time from the NGT to revive the lake. Mirror now found that more than half the work on sewage treatment and de-weeding remains incomplete. How much longer will the sluggishness of authorities continue? Shrija gets us more details.
30-day ultimatum given by the National Green Tribunal on the Bellandur Lake is nearing an end. But we understand that the urban development officials, including the civic bodies, are now ready to file an affidavit with the NGT seeking more time. According to their observation, at least 15,000 tons of weed is there in the Bellandur Lake, and only out of which 200 200 tons of weed is being removed from the lake. Also, we understand that 400 MLD of sewage flows into this water body, out of which only 280 MLD is being treated. We clearly understand from the day that the NGT gave them an ultimatum, we clearly understand the Bellandur Development Authority has completed the fencing of 850 meters around the lake. However, we clearly understand what they're saying is that according to the short-term measures, that is the aeration, installation of the aeration is not yet ready, and what they tell us is that they will need at least in the next 3-4 months, only then it will be completed. In Bengaluru, Shrija for Mirror Now.
We visited the lake, to see what are the works in progress, which agency is doing what, because the NGT has given a lot of directions, so we want to make sure that they are complied with in right earnest to the extent possible. So we reviewed that, removal of the municipal solid waste, fencing of the area, cleaning of the drains, and removal of the weed which is happening in a big way. The big weed harvesters are cleaning up the lake. On an average every day they are removing about 200 tons. But the total quantity is estimated to be nearly 15,000 tons. So it will take about 2.5-3 months to remove the weed. But on two directions. One is to stop flow of sewage into the lake. That is something which we are finding it a little difficult because of the quantum. I mean, right now almost 250 million liters of wastewater, untreated wastewater is coming into the lake. So to transport it to another side is difficult. One will need almost 50,000 tanker trips, and then where do we dump it? We need a big dam to store that kind of water, and it will create pollution somewhere else. So we are saying that by July we'll have another 150 million liter capacity of STP ready, and the quantum of the silt in the lake is huge. It's a 900-acre lake. So almost 6 to 7 million cubic feet of silt is estimated to be there. So it will cost also a lot of money, and then if it is wasted, then it doesn't serve any purpose. So on these one or two aspects we will resubmit to the Honorable Tribunal to reconsider, and then whatever the Tribunal decides, then we will implement that. But other instructions are all being complied with on industries, on cleaning of the lake, on not allowing the municipal solid waste to be dumped. All those instructions are being complied with by all the agencies.
Today, under the chairmanship of Honorable Additional Chief Secretary Urban Development, all the other corporations and the authorities who are involved in cleaning up this Bellandur lake visited the area, took a stock of what all the developments that have been taken place, what are the corrective actions that have been taken place after the last NGT order, and accordingly we are preparing the affidavit to be filed before the next year. That what all steps that have been taken, that we will be explaining to the NGT, and wherever some more time is needed, that also will bring it before the NGT. As far as the BBMP is concerned, basically they had asked us to withdraw a particular order that has been withdrawn, and the benefit that had accrued out of that order also has been withdrawn, and we have put CCTV cameras to monitor whether anybody dumps the solid waste there. Then this one, Prahari vehicles have been deployed. In addition to this, about watch and ward staff has been deployed.
Away from that story now, moving on, bureaucrats and politicians will now receive special treatment at all BMC hospitals in the city of Mumbai. The BMC has collated a list of 40 VVIPs who will receive preferential treatment in Mumbai's civic hospitals. As per the list, group leaders of the BMC from all political parties and bureaucrats, including BMC chief Ajay Mehta and his relatives, will get preferential treatment. Disha Shah gets us more details.
Yes, absolutely. BMC has issued a circular and has sent to all the civic hospitals in the city of Mumbai, clearly stating that the VVIPs, the 40 names, including the BMC Commissioner Ajoy Mehta, the Mumbai mayor, the group leaders in the BMC and also the ward corporators should be given preferential treatment and should be treated on priority. Not only that, even their relatives, their family members should be treated on preference and priority. In fact, I have the list with me. If I can ask my camera person to zoom in, it has all the list, the group leaders, which also includes the Ajoy Mehta, the commissioner, BMC commissioner's name, the chairman of the special committee, the members of the special committee, and also the ward committee. So these are the names, of course, from all the wards. You can see, of course, when we spoke to the civic hospitals concerned, what they tell us is that the doctors, what they told us, this circular has been misinterpreted. They are not going to discriminate between the cooperators and the patients. All of them are equal for the hospital authorities. In fact, the citizens are quite not happy with this circular. They say that the VVIP culture should not be tolerated, and even citizens have the right to be treated on time. So at the end of the day, it really remains to be seen whether this is really implemented or not on ground. This is Isha Shah for Mirror Now.
I think this has been misinterpreted in the sense that currently you have to understand that the corporation deals with a huge influx of patients. Like, I mean, totally, if you assess all over the corporation, there are 1.4 crore patients are being seen on an outpatient basis. That's a huge number. And what has happened now is the current corporators, almost everybody is new. So they were facing some difficulty with communication in hospitals. So it's basically a thing that there should be better communication. Corporators are public representatives. So whenever they come, they should be, I mean, cognizance should be taken. Try and resolve issues.
And in terms of treatment, sir, for instance, if there's a situation where a public representative has come along with their relative and they want to be treated here in the Sion hospital, and if there is another patient which is equally serious, who's a common man, in such instances, what the hospital authorities will do?
No, we never compromise on criticality. Like I said, a critical patient is a critical patient. In fact, many times I personally explain to corporators that your patient doesn't have as much priority.
I'm going to restrict my comments purely from the medical point of view, and the thing is that I am totally against it. I think we already have a system of priority in place across the world, and that is the most serious patient gets the treatment first. I don't think you should change that or override it in any way. The second thing, which purely from the Indian point of view, is what happens if there's a doctor who's treating a very seriously ill patient? Does he stop at that time and see this patient, this VIP? What happens if that patient dies? Who's responsible?
It's an open secret that the circular suggested you have to go preferential treatment, and the circular given to the doctors, even resident doctors too. They just wanted to please their local representative, their authority in the house, and they wanted to please their relatives. And when they came to know, and doctor also should be aware that they are a local representative and they are the people who have a great say in the house. If they not get proper attention, they can raise a voice in the house, and they might be file a complaint against the dean. So they take a proper precaution and they give a preferential treatment to these people.
And I personally feel there should be nothing like VIP culture. Everybody is the same. They are all elected representatives or employees of the government. And why should they get priority when there are maybe other people with more serious cases?
I feel angry. Such a circular sent out by the Dean of KEM, I believe, is totally malafide. It should be scrapped with immediate effect. Why give the priority to the relatives or the recommendations of our certain corporators? I don't understand what's the logic behind it.
अगर आम आदमी भी जाता है किसी भी हॉस्पिटल में या तो उसको भी ऐसी ट्रीटमेंट होनी चाहिए जो पॉलिटिशियन को होती है, क्योंकि वो भी ह्यूमन बीइंग है, हम भी ह्यूमन बीइंग है.
The hospitals are meant for poor people, and there are lines and lines of poor people waiting for their turn to get treated for a smallest of disease like fever. So this circular is out of question.
In fact, Mirror Now also spoke to a couple of VVIPs in this list. They say that although they are against any discrimination between patients, doctors must ensure they don't speak rudely with either the patients or the corporators.
I have noticed that, some doctors, sometimes, they talk rudely to the corporators and to the patient. I have also gone through this. So if this circular is for the doctors, as you understand that doctors are working under stress in the municipal hospitals, lot of patients are coming. I understand their work stress, but doctor has to be good to the patient, whether he's a patient, whether he's a municipal corporator, whether he's a mayor, is a very aam aadmi. They have to be very polite. They should talk to the patient in a very good manner.
We've all spoken to the concerned officers and we have explained them that what you have done has created a big controversy. Unnecessarily you have named me, unnecessarily you have named people we don't even know that we've named. So we all want our names to be withdrawn out of the list. We want all public representatives to be treated at par. We want all patients to be given good service. Ultimately, the question is that there should be no need for a public representative to call up and ensure better service to the patient. Equal service should be there to everyone. There should be no complaints rather. So the system has to be improved. I think that in the interest of good service and common sense, I would say, the director should withdraw the circular first. Secondly, he should address this mentality. It is a problem with the administration. This mentality of keeping these 40 people happy should be withdrawn. They should ensure that every citizen gets equal status and equal preference.
And after we expose the VVIP list of 40 people who do not want to stand in queues like you and me, we take it up on the urban debate. We demand that the government step in and end this VVIP culture that is being promoted in hospitals. Join Mirror Now editor Faye D'Souza tonight, unmissable at 8 p.m. VVIP patients, Mumbai's very important patients.
And another news now, Shiv Sena chief Uddhav Thackeray is confident that Mumbai will be rain ready before its deadline, which is on the 31st of May. In fact, he went on ground and checked the progress on the cleaning of nalas. Remember, these are the nalas which get flooded every single year. My colleague Disha Shah, who went to every location with him, gets us a special report.
नाले सफाईची पाणी मी करतोय दरवेळेला मला प्रश्न विचारला जातो की निवडणुकीच्या तोंडावर तुम्ही नाले सफाईची पाणी करता का तर आता निवडणुका तर होऊन गेलेल्या आहेत माझं कर्तव्य म्हणून ही मी पाहणी करतोय नक्कीच गेल्या 20 वर्षांमध्ये ही पाहणी करताना अनेक ठिकाणी सुधारणा झालेल्या आहेत नाल्यांचं रुंदीकरण झालेलं आहे रिटेनिंग वॉल बांधले गेलेले आहेत याही वर्षी दरवर्षीप्रमाणे नाले सफाईचं काम हे चालू आहे किती टक्के सफाई झाली वगैरे या प्रश्नात मला काही तेवढा काही इंटरेस्ट नाही मुळामध्ये पाणी तुंबू न देणं याकडे महापालिकेच्या प्रशासनाचं लक्ष आहे आणि मला वाटतं याही वेळेला महापालिका जसं गेल्या वेळेला पाणी तुंबलं नव्हतं कुठे याही वेळेला महापालिका दक्ष आहे आणि कुठेही पाणी तुंबणार नाही याची दक्षता महापालिका घेते.
With monsoon just a month away now, Shiv Sena has been coming out on streets to keep a check on the pre-monsoon work. Last week it was the Shiv Sena Yuva Chief Aditya Thackeray, and today the Shiv Sena Chief Uddhav Thackeray along with the BMC Commissioner Ajoy Mehta and the Mumbai Mayor Vishwanath Mahadeshwar, they did a ground check on all the desilting, on all the nalas, especially in the city of Mumbai. They targeted 5 most chronic nalas right from Dadar up to Jogeshwari, and I'm standing here at the Oshiwara river right now, the Nala, where you can see the work is currently going on, and basically the Shiv Sena is very confident, and what they tell us is that the Nala cleaning work is going on in a full speed. They have almost completed 50% of the desilting work. On the other hand, the road repair work still remains to be only at 34% at this point in time. And lastly, what we also understand from the BMC Commissioner and also the Mumbai Mayor is that Mumbai will be definitely rain ready before 31st of May. This is Isha Shah for Mirror Now.
Now, despite Uddhav Thackeray and BMC's claims of meeting that deadline, Mumbaikars better brace themselves for gridlock traffic. This monsoon, in an exclusive conversation with Mirror Now, Joint CP of Traffic of Mumbai, Amitesh Kumar, told us that monsoon 2017 will only get worse.
The recent new challenge being faced by us is lot of new work, especially relating to metro. Metro is a very ambitious project, and once it gets completed, it's going to reform and transform Mumbai. But till that time, people there is bound to be some traffic congestion, and I would only request the members of the public that it's a temporary phase. Although we are trying our best to ensure that minimum hardship is caused to the people.
A lot of work is still pending when it comes to BMC or the state government. So in terms of traffic, controlling traffic, do you think that is going to get worse during the monsoon? What's your view?
As far as the planning for the monsoons is concerned, we are already in coordination with the other agencies trying to clear the potholes or other issues which basically cause traffic snarls, and I must say that all departments are working and we are coordinating with them to ensure that all this work is done. However, with the monsoons and with this ongoing metro work, obviously this monsoon is going to be a little bad as compared to, or a little worse as compared to the previous years, and that's how I said that we are putting in all-out efforts. We are appointing more than 1,500 traffic wardens during this monsoon season to basically supervise and manage traffic in and around the places where the metro work is going on.
When it comes to diversions then, especially for dealing with traffic snarls like these, are you coming with some innovative ways to communicate to commuters?
We are making a comprehensive plan of all the diversions which we propose to do. One relating to the metro work, all the 4 lines, 2A, 2B, 3 and 7. We have the diversion plans in place.
Also in the news now, the government's plan to redevelop BDD Chawl in the city of Mumbai has hit another roadblock. Residents of Low Parel and Naigaon BDD Chawls are now up in arms against the government. This after they received a notice from the deputy collector informing them that a biometric survey will be conducted next week. The survey will decide the eligibility criteria of these residents. Over 207 buildings, also known as BDD Chawls or Bombay Development Directorate Chawls in central Mumbai, will go into redevelopment. That's the plan of the government with MADA as the planning authority. However, residents here are up in arms against this, saying that the entire procedure has not been communicated to them. In fact, I've been joined by a couple of residents. पहले आपसे शुरू करते हैं, आप बताइए आपका विरोध ये रीडेवलपमेंट के ऊपर है या इसका प्रोसीजर?
देखिए, रीडेवलपमेंट के ऊपर विरोध नहीं है क्योंकि ये बहुत सालों से चाली है, अभी जीर्ण हो चुकी है, अभी कभी भी गिर सकती है। लेकिन बात ये है कि जिस तरह से स्कीम इम्प्लीमेंट कर रहे हैं वो संदेहदेह है क्योंकि पूरी फंसाने की साजिश ये पूरी की पूरी स्कीम में किसी को बताए बगैर स्कीम लॉन्च किया है, किसी को बताए बगैर 339B पार्ट 3 जो पार्ट 3 नाम का नियम है उसमें लिखा है कि कंसेंट की ज़रूरत नहीं है, एग्रीमेंट की ज़रूरत नहीं है, लोगों में विश्वास में लेने की ज़रूरत नहीं है। और वैसे ही तरीके से उन्होंने स्कीम लॉन्च की, भूमि पूजन के वक्त उन्होंने हमें बताया तक नहीं है और अभी जो बायोमेट्रिक कर रहे हैं उसका नोटिस घर घर में भेजा है।
हमारी तो गवर्नमेंट म्हाड़ा के साथ कोई बात नहीं हो पर हमारे जो लोक प्रतिनिधि है वो हम लोगों के पीछे ही जाके खुद 4 लोगों को लेके 4 या 5 बहुत 3000 कम से कम मिनिमम 3000 रूम्स रहेंगे बीडी चाल में। पर हमारा जो लोक प्रतिनिधि है यहाँ का, हम लोग को एक्चुअली मालूम है पर लोक प्रतिनिधि पीछे हमारे पीछे जाके 10-15 लोगों को लेके ट्रांजिट स्कैम दिखा के वो सब कर रहे पीछे। अब हमारे पीछे हम लोग को बताना तो चाहिए कम से कम क्या देने वाले हो, हम लोग को एग्रीमेंट तो दो, क्या करने वाले हो हमारे साथ।
बोल रहे म्हाड़ा वालों के साथ तो हमारा कुछ अभी तक बातचीत नहीं हुआ है। उन्होंने भूमि पूजन किया गवर्नमेंट ने, उसके बाद ना म्हाड़ा के कोई लोग आए हैं ना गवर्नमेंट के कोई लोग आए हैं।
बर्ताव चल रहा है क्या, हम लोग को पूछते भी नहीं है, हम लोग के घर में एक सारा नोटिस भी नहीं आ रहा है। मतलब ऐसा चल रहा है कि पीछे ये लोग ये बोल रहे कि हम लोग पारदर्शक सरकार चल रहे पर ये पारदर्शकता नहीं है, ऐसा हम लोग को लग रहा है और कुछ ना कुछ तो हो रहा है। तो इसलिए हम लोग इनके खिलाफ 17 तारीख को रोड पे उतरने वाले हैं और हम लोग बोलने वाले कि बायोमेट्रिक मत करो, पहले हम लोग के पास डॉक्यूमेंट दे दो, उसके बाद बायोमेट्रिक करो।
हम यहाँ से 95 ईयर से रह रहे हैं। सबसे पहले मैं आपको धन्यवाद देना चाहती हूँ क्योंकि जो लोगों की जो समस्याएं हैं, जो छोटी छोटी समस्याएं उनको सुनने वाला कोई नहीं है। हम 1-2-4 जन सब ये कर रहे हैं, लोगों को बता रहे हैं, लोगों को जागरूक कर रहे हैं कि ये लोग हमें कुछ भी नहीं बताते कि हम कहाँ जाएंगे, कब जाएंगे और हमारे बच्चे लोग हैं। अभी औरत लोग का तो कितना प्रॉब्लम है, सबका प्रॉब्लम रहेगा। उन्होंने कुछ भी बताया नहीं, बस आते ही और तोड़ दो, खाली कर दो, ये करते हैं, किसी को किसी के साथ कुछ भी नहीं बात किया और सभी को यही डर है कि ये लोग ऐसा मीठी मीठी बात करके घर से निकाल देगी, बाद में यहाँ पर हमें कुछ भी नहीं देंगे.
The residents there allege, of course, that none of these things have been communicated to them, that directly they've been slapped notices and asked for a biometric survey that will be conducted on the 17th of May. Of course, they say that they will continue to protest and ensure that this does not happen. Amata Balachandra for Mirror Now. Now, although we didn't get an official response from MADA, sources with the agency told us that they will vacate residents in a timely manner, and this is only phase 1. They also said that this project is in the interest of residents and their concerns will be looked after. Also on the show, do our elected representatives and their families believe they are above the law? That's a question we're asking. An armed policeman was assaulted by Samajwadi Party leader and Uttar Pradesh Legislative Council Chairman Ramesh Yadav's nephew Mohit Yadav. A shocking footage playing out on your screen over there. As you can see, Mohit Yadav, nephew of UP Legislative Council Chairman Ramesh Yadav, brazenly slapping a policeman. Mohit Yadav first assaulted a lab technician and staff of district hospital when he was asked to get reference from doctor for an x-ray he wanted to get done. When the police pulled him up for the assault, he attacked the inspector and other policemen as well. And before we wrap things up here, believers will have to wait a couple of more hours for the Canadian pop sensation's Made in India performance. In fact, as we speak, believers from across the nation have already been seated inside the D.Y. Patil Stadium in Navi Mumbai. Concert goers have been shelling out 4,000 to 76,000 rupees so that they don't have to say sorry later. That's a wrap on the news here on Mirror Now. Stay with us.